let's check that hair. Not that it's really gonna matter anyways. One of those rare times I'm actually vlogging before 9. Most of the time I'm editing up until now, and then Aaron starts work at like 9, and I'm still editing, and then we talk, and I've been up since like 6. And everyone says that I wake up at 6 every day. I'm like, shut up, boomer. I'm not a boomer, I'm Gen Z. It doesn't matter, you're still ascribing to boomer ideals. I woke up early. It's not that hard, you can do it too. I've been dealing with your kind my whole fucking life. My parents. Anyways, so I've got a jacket on despite the fact that it's gonna be warm today. And stuff. I feel like my hooey quartz is just over the top. I got water. I have sunscreen on my ears and my face. I have leggings on in case the bugs come out. Yeah, I don't match. I was looking for the blue one of these, but I don't know where it went. Because it's gray and black, whereas the other one is blue and yellow. I have this somewhere. I don't have time to look for it. So let's spend time looking for it. Look, gloves. Gloves. I just literally looked up into the camera, into the sun, and it was like, owie, ow. No. Good morning from Hilversum. I mean, I know I recorded stuff hours ago at this point, but I was just thinking to myself, oh, look at that hair. Nothing's been styled today because it's going to be sweated on and possibly in a helmet, most likely in a helmet and all that jazz. Why? Well, that's even worse. Whatever. But yeah, I was just thinking about, like, because I was watching a number of stitches from that British guy that is absolutely floored by the size of America. And I know this isn't football related, but I still have to get to the field, and you'll see more later, but day in the life. When everything is so bleedingly quiet on empty trains, you tend to watch TikToks or something. Anyways, but when it gets down to, and I was just thinking, I was like, well, because I take trains and all the transit in this country, it's getting bigger and smaller at the same time because the trains are so easy to access most major cities in this country. But the fact is, you know, like an hour train ride is an hour train ride. And I'm like, I don't want to go all the way to Utrecht. It's half an hour. But if I had a car, I'd probably think this country was still small. I'm like sympathizing with some of my teammates. They're like, oh, it's so far. I'm like, well, it's true. I do leave at 9 I leave my house, but I catch the tram off my island at 9 o'clock in the morning. I get to Central around 9:10, 9:15, swing by Albert Heijn, pick up my after practice snacks, get to the train, catch the train at 9:30, ride out, get to Hilversum at 9:50, wait 10 minutes, catch the bus, and the bus drops me off at about 10:15. And then about an 8-minute walk to the field. I'm still there before 10:30. I do not want to be showing up to the field at 10:50. So, look at all the corn. Or something. I don't know if that was even level. That was at the extent of my arm's reach, plus, you know, about a hand length above my actual hand. Anyways. Dinner last night was probably not the greatest of things. I'm feeling a bit sousy downstairs. Gross! Whatever, I'll see you guys for practice and stuff. Maybe I'll make a TikTok because it'll be daylight when I have free time. Oh, so apparently we're doing some Oklahomas or something. Apparently, we've been working on sled and stuff. But it's been a bit funky. We did warm-ups Indies on the sled and all that jazz, but barely anybody's here. But Kevin was with us for lineman and linebacker indies. I was like, what is going on? Holy. So, Kevin, how was it with the linemen and the stuff?
Feeling strong.
Feeling strong? I don't want to put that on camera. It'll freak away all the kids. I've already shown enough nip and apparently other videos, apparently. That seems to be the new thing with that video. Oh my God, you're showing so much nip. Gen Z is weird. To be fair, everybody that's commented on that video is Gen Z, pretty much. Oh yeah, so we're having a lot up in the back. Oh yeah, we're having a lot out in the back, but there's not a good place to set up the camera that it wasn't in direct sunlight. And this camera does not handle sunlight very well. Like right now, I can feel it getting a little warm. I worry about it being at some of the games, but hopefully, since Aaron will be moving it a bit, it will get wind and he'll be able to put it down to the side, not keep it in the sun constantly. I've noticed that one while like filming on the bike. But yeah, we did some Oklahomas. Kevin was doing really good on that. He's feeling super strong and whatnot. What time is it? Some more Oklahomas at the end of practice Thursday because we won't have lights because the women's 12:56. Well, that's fine. The women's softball team will be getting over with, but then they turn off all the lights. So we'll probably do indies and then a little bit of team, but once they leave, the last bits will be... what am I doing? Let's see. You're gonna see some... I don't know if they're showing up now or not. But yeah. So there will be... I may see if I could set up some stuff because we'll have lights, so we'll be able to go later. But without lights, it's really hard to catch the ball, as I was saying on Thursday. It's just, how's the crop top fashion going? Should probably turn up the brightness on my phone so I can actually see a TikTok that I make. Yeah, and win the first game. Oh, someone sent me a Pokemon Go EV Community Day. Again, that's nice. Try a new look. I don't care. Oh my God, I got so many notifications. Sunday practices have started back at Hilversum Hurricanes. Game's coming at the end of September. Whoa. Looks like that consumes. Sunday concludes. You know how that social media life goes? No, you don't. Because you're doomed. Well, that concludes Sunday training. Heading back into normal things twice a week. Well, it's our first game coming in like end of September. Hilversum Hurricanes. AFBN is back for 2021. Anyways, now that I've recorded that TikTok, that was dumb as fuck. Anyways, that's totally wet. And a jacket. Whatever. I adjust the clip just a little bit. 7 seconds and a 17-second one. Looks like that consumed. Anyways. I don't like that because I didn't back it up. How do I trash a whole clip? Well, that concludes Sunday training. Much better. Well, that concludes Sunday. I'm going to put that in drafts now. Anyways, I'm going to put my thing back on. No, you're not better than anyone else. Oh my God, I got so many scuffs and bruises from Oklahoma drills. I need water. I need my snackies. But Mikael's over there shirtless, and I was like, can I get a grinder pick, bro? It's hot out, but that's the stupid thing is, if I take off your fucking cleats. Take off your fucking cleats. But anyways, so yeah, we did Oklahoma drills, and it was awkward because we're having a lot of weird mashups. It's strange to not have the kind of personnel for a perfect Oklahoma drill when you have like an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman and a linebacker and a running back. But it's good for the offense because they'll need to figure out how to get a thing on the run and then spill out, and then get through like right on the edge with like a tight end and a defensive end. They need to figure out how to get through a hole on the outside, running back sort of thing. I mean, it makes sense, you know, and Kevin was doing really good at that one. But Kevin was also doing really good at just being like an offensive lineman in that situation. I was like, wow. Because I mean, as a wide receiver, you do have to get off your blocks after, you know, and especially if like, you know, the running back is coming in right behind you with the slot receiver. You may be engaged with, you know, the strong safety. And so that's all fun times. Come on, somehow lose the loop. Like, how did this happen? Didn't even complexly tie you. But part of this is I'm getting my anxiety down because there was a ringing in my ear during one of the drills and I couldn't hear anything for a little while. Might have to ask the doctor, figure out if we can go in for a neurology or something, nerve test. I'm not sure what happened with the collarbone, but my left arm is just continuously having problems. You can joke around and say, oh, it's your chocolate arm. It's not. I never really had much problems with this thing until it's possible the nerves grew back wrong and it's actually now just considered a weak side. It's bad because if a lineman gets on that side, so I need to strengthen it somehow because I vlog my weaknesses, and if someone watches my video, they're like, let's just attack his left side. Because I don't hide myself. I just tell things as they are. But also being like directly on the line as a linebacker is a bit awkward. I mean, Oklahomas are Oklahomas, but it's like sometimes would I be going up against Kevin or would I be going up against Bill? Now the breeze starts. Yeah, I need to be getting on my way back around. Make sure. I wonder if Aaron went and got his hair cut today. We're gonna probably have a good chat time. I'm gonna go over and chat with them and then I'll probably see you guys at Tomatillo.
A few moments later.
They're already developing.
Yeah, they are.
They sting too. Also, I feel like I had a bug crawl inside my helmet. Like it wasn't, my ear didn't start ringing because of like an impact at practice. I know sometimes that can happen when like the face mask hit and the helmet hits and you can get a little ring afterwards. This was just that sudden ring, but that one that starts out.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing anything. I was just carrying a pad out to the sleds. That's all I was doing. So it's not like I had a weird impact. It just, one of my ear fibers decided they were gonna die in a very spectacular way. But it was hard to hear things for a while because that specific tone was just screaming at max volume. It's a German soda. It's organic. Fritz Cola. They have that coffee kind at coffee caramel at something. They have another. They have, oh, that's, yeah, yours is Fritz Sap.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still carbonated.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got like, and I have probably some other bruises. I didn't do bad at practice. I just didn't sleep much the night before. Just various reasons. And, felt exhausted heading out there, plus the sun beating down on me. Of course, I don't know if it would have been worse if we had high-level clouds, because then the sun wouldn't have been beating down, but we'd have had that general, like, infrared.
Yeah.
The one part of the Netherlands that's like to get perfect weather here, it's not, if you're gonna have sunny weather, it's gonna have to be over 30. When you hit this like mid 20s, and it's so awkward. Well, like, you know it's awkward when like the receivers are even ducking into the shade after like, you know, sprint drills and stuff. We're like, oh, okay, boy, Junge, slow your water. Hey, everybody go gets their water and like presses up against the side of the building to get the little bit of shade. Here's me leaning him against the building, and I pull myself away, and there's just like this body print on the side of the building. They even made the joke that it looked like one of those like Japanese board games that just on the wall, or those Japanese games where they splat on the wall and making grinder jokes to the that's why you guys didn't get to see that. It's because I was filming, and then Mikhail decided to come out of the container shirtless, and I was like, no. Anybody who's seen the original? Yeah. Anyways, we already talked about that one. It has been an hour and a half, 2.5 hours since I recorded that, so that's what's up. If y'all wonder, like, because I don't film after Thursday, you know, on the Friday video when I get home, and I'm with. But now that, you know, Monday video for football practices are back, because this is a Monday video, Sunday practice, you guys get to see this just going at it on the sled, picking stuff up, pushing stuff, going against Bill. Like, Kevin actually got way better at, you know, doing the blocking stuff, because he was like trying to do the little skinny man push with his arm straight out, but like, no, like Ed kept getting him get low, push him up, you know, and he was doing it in Dutch, but it's basically take your wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles, put them in a line, and then hinge from there.
You have tinfoil on your elbow.
Fucking help me. I don't know how long that's been there.
Probably just since here.
Fair. It's going to be a while for the burritos, because we said, don't take your time. We're here earlier than usual, and there's already like a delivery, and even Aaron was like, take your time. Eggs are time sensitive. I'm going to eat, and I'm going to go home. Probably going to have one of the refrigerated carbonated tea in there, and just probably shower, because the sweat and the sunscreen and the ickiness. It's like, I showered yesterday, but I hate this because it was like 25 fucking degrees outside, and it was just blaring sun. And I'm like not skinny, but like I said, even our skinny receivers that have like 9% body fat are like still running into the shade because they're just overheating, because it's not like, oh, well, it's only like, you know, upper 80, you know, 80, low 80s is what it's at, kind of like right now, something like that. Whatever, 'cause it's like 20, it was like 24 at practice, and I think that's somewhere in the low 80s, or something like that. But it's just, even in Portland, like, it wasn't that bad, because it's like 20-30% relative humidity. Even 40% is not that bad. When you start getting 80% relative humidity,
yeah, it gets
the air is heavy. Oh, 75, that's it? Oh, Jesus fuck. But like when you have 80% humidity, because your field or your club is basically surrounded by water,
yeah.
Once you start even getting 75, you start getting a lot of evaporation out of small, you know, pools of water, like slochas. But I bet even when you went outside the island, it felt pretty heavy when you got outside the door.
Yeah.
But then again, it's an island. We're surrounded by water. We're surrounded by a slocha, and then that island is surrounded by water. I will see you guys. If you guys have any questions about what happened at practice, please comment below. And then I'll answer it on the Friday video before practice.